She is now dominating the NFL. The NFL Twitter header, or X now header, had 3 pictures of Taylor Swift. She's pro-Western, and this is somebody we could work with on policies. She and her husband, it's a no. Taylor just went on a world tour. She's got this hugely successful movie in the theaters right now, which is basically just her concert. And she owes Israelis and Jewish Americans an apology. This is over the top. Our obsession here in America with celebrity. Do some Googling. See what they do in Gaza to gays. See about women's rights in Gaza, Taylor. These two now need to worry about. I mean, she should seriously consider watching these games on TV because you can get burnout. That is the group Taylor Swift thought it might be fun to help raise money for, attend the fundraiser for.
Gaza fundraiser comedy show. Megyn Kelly issued a call for a boycott of Taylor Swift following the celebrity singer-songwriter's attendance at a comedy concert that was held to raise money for humanitarian aid in Gaza. During the ongoing military crisis in the Middle East, the proceeds from the concert, which took place at the Brooklyn Academy of Music on a Friday night as part of Rami Youssef's More Feelings tour, are being donated to Palestinians who are in need. Whether or not Swift supports Israel has been called into doubt as a result of her appearance alongside Selena Gomez. It was reported by People that actors Anya Taylor-Joy, Zoe Kravitz, and Cara Delevingne were all present at the event. During the episode of The Megyn Kelly Show that aired on, Kelly stated that Taylor Swift owes Israelis and Jewish Americans an apology for attending the event. Attending this event was inappropriate, so I hope that people will refrain from attending any of Taylor Swift's events until she publishes a statement. Google some things out. Check see what they do to LGBT people in Gaza. See what I have to say on the rights of women in Gaza, Taylor, Kelly added. In any other case, when it comes to discussing those subjects once more, you should continue to do this. Make movements to shut up. Indeed, you are completely ignorant. The outburst that Kelly made against Swift's presence at Youssef's charity event occurred just over 2 months after the terrorist attacks that Hamas carried out on Israeli civilians on October 7. According to a post that Youssef made on Instagram on November 15th, 100% of the proceeds for the remainder of the Rami Youssef More Feelings stand-up tour will be donated to America Near East Refuge Aid, which provides humanitarian relief to the people of Gaza. Continuing, Kelly said, Taylor Swift, who has been tweeting about her support for the LGBTQ community, you know what they do to that community in Gaza, Taylor, that you now want to support?
When it's time, we'll do it.
You guys.
1989 sounds exactly like Taylor Swift, even when it sounds like nothing she's ever tried before.
The line says, with every guitar string scar on my hand, I take this magnetic force of a man to be my lover.
She's here. Taylor is in the house.
Apparently there are like 250 fans out there. I'm gonna go out and say hi, and I don't know what else. Probably
do some Googling. See what they do in Gaza to gays. See about women's rights in Gaza, Taylor. These two now need to worry about. I mean, she should seriously consider watching these games on TV because you can get burnout.
Taylor Swift has been tweeting about her support for the LGBTQ community, who has discussed her advocacy for women and her opposition to certain Republican lawmakers who do not support women in the manner that Taylor considers to be appropriate. Do you have any idea what he does to women? You are aware of what Hamas like doing to women, right? Could you really believe that we have equal rights over there, Taylor? After that, the host of the podcast and a former anchor of Fox News came up with the hypothesis that donations to Gaza are actually meant to fund Hamas. They are taking the money that the international forces are designating to help the suffering people of Gaza, and Hamas is using it to create more weapons, she pointed out. However, Taylor Swift would like to contribute to the fundraising efforts for Gaza. French, Norwegian, Danish, German, Canadian, and California are the locations where Youssef, who has been nominated for an Emmy, will make his next few stops on his tour. There was a lot of discussion on the internet over Taylor Swift's appearance at the event, and many of the singer's fans came to her defense and maintained that the musician was just going to a show with her pals.
I don't think so. So I'm done. I hope things work out with them, but it's not going to. She is now dominating the NFL. The NFL Twitter header, or X now header, had 3 pictures of Taylor Swift. She's pro-Western, and this is somebody we could work with on policies. She and her husband, it's a no. Taylor just went on a world tour. She's got this hugely successful movie in the theaters right now, which is basically just her concert. And she owes Israelis and Jewish Americans an apology. This is over the top. Our obsession here in America with celebrity by the Palestinians to make sure that every piece of, quote, journalism she puts out has their spin on it.
Megyn Kelly calls for Taylor Swift. Megyn Kelly wants fans to boycott Taylor Swift after the singer attended a Gaza fundraising event with her close pal Selena Gomez amid the Israel-Hamas war. The political commentator bashed Swift for going to comedian Rami Youssef's show in Brooklyn on December 8, which donated all proceeds to American Near East Refugee Aid, on her eponymous SiriusXM show Tuesday. Kelly, 53, noted that Jerusalem-based organization NGO Monitor describes Anira as highly political, presenting a highly biased view of the Israel-Palestine war, ignoring any Palestinian responsibility for hardship and contributing to the demonization of Israel. That is the group Taylor Swift thought it might be fun to help raise money for, attend the fundraiser for, the journalist continued, and she owes Israelis and Jewish Americans an apology. Kelly even went so far as to share her hope that Swifties will boycott the Cruel Summer Singers events until she issues a mea culpa. Otherwise, do this when it comes to talking about those issues again, the former Fox News host concluded while motioning her hand to tell Swift to keep her mouth shut. You clearly know nothing. Anira's website insists the nonprofit does not work or even coordinate with Hamas, which the U.S. Department of State designates as a terrorist group. Swift, who has 278 million Instagram followers and was just named Times Person of the Year, has been criticized for staying silent after Hamas's October 7th terrorist attack on Israeli citizens that left more than 1,200 dead, 240 kidnapped, and many physically brutalized.
That is the group Taylor Swift thought it might be fun to help raise money for, attend the fundraiser for. World leaders on whose every move we must hang. What did he say? What did she do? She cheered in the box. Okay, she's been long admired by so many people here who don't apparently tune in for her real thoughts. Described as highly political, presenting a highly biased view of the Israel-Palestine war, these pro-Palestinian protesters who were trying to disrupt the Rockefeller Center tree lighting ceremony. And I hope they boycott her events until she issues it.
The Grammy winner's bodyguard even reportedly returned to Israel to serve in the Israeli Defense Forces amid the conflict. Many fans flocked to social media to react to Swift's attendance at the charity event. Since October 7th, Taylor Swift has made zero mentions of the massacre that occurred in Israel at the hands of Hamas terrorists. The Stop Anti-Semitism organization tweeted Monday. Her own bodyguard, who is charged with protecting her life, went to Israel to serve in the IDF. Swift did, however, make the time to attend a Gaza fundraiser Friday evening with Selena Gomez. When will you attend a fundraiser for Israel? At Taylor Swift 13. I can't believe she was a full-time Swiftie, and now it's gone. All my respect. So sad she has lost me as a fan, a Twitter user responded. I'm sure Selena Gomez's fundraising will help, another user sarcastically wrote over a video of Hamas terrorists stealing a UN aid truck intended for Gaza citizens. Not to mention that one of the massacre victims that was considered kidnapped for over a month was a Swiftie, and many fans and even Israel's account reached out to Taylor Swift 13 for help, and she totally ignored them, a third tweeter noted. Not my person of the year, another added.
I mean, this is the absurdity of their logic. So I don't believe her for 1 second. She hasn't earned.
Taylor.
Hey, Taylor. She's leaving me wanting less, which means she's doing it wrong. And Joe Biden knew that, but he had to throw a bone to his identity politics group and to his squad through an incomprehensible joke about Taylor Swift's concert in Rio de Janeiro during what should be a very simple event, the turkey pardoning at the White House. It's very simple. You're pardoned. I don't believe it. I don't believe it for 1 second. She, like her left-wing caucus in the House, cannot get past one thing.
Social media influencer Lindsay Pinchuk also slammed Swift's presence at the fundraiser, saying in a viral video on Instagram, when a celebrity this big makes a statement like this, the flames are fanned for more hate and anti-Semitism for Jewish people. Others, however, argued that Swift, 34, was entitled to help Palestinians suffering during the war. What a sad, pathetic take, Megyn. She attended a comedy show with proceeds going to support humanitarian efforts in Gaza, where thousands have died and more will. She also donated $1 million in Tennessee tornado relief efforts today, but you'll never mention that, a second wrote. I think anyone blindly supporting either side owes an apology. Both sides are pretty gross, another chimed in. Kelly previously called out Gigi Hadid for spreading misinformation about the Israeli government amid the conflict. First of all, Gigi Hadid is an idiot, the former NBC News personality told the Daily Mail in November of the Palestinian-American model. She should concentrate on walking down the long runway and trying to look pretty. She does a pretty good job of that. Hadid, 28, posted an apology at the time after being criticized for a since-deleted Instagram post accusing Israel of the abduction, rape, humiliation, torture, and murder of Palestinians for years and years and years before Hamas's attack. The Next in Fashion co-host has nearly 79 million Instagram followers, which is more than 5 times the worldwide Jewish population.
In Brooklyn, New York, there was a huge gathering of some thousands of people pro-Palestine. I think it's overkill. This is too much for someone who happens to write nice and sing nice songs. It's too much. And my reaction to all of this is the same, which is no, nowhere near this interested in her love life. And I think I speak for a lot of NFL fans when I say neither are they, that people were out to kill them and to avoid the Jewish center where they go to eat. You can wake up thinking about it. It can haunt your days. I've been there. I have, trust me, before I became a TV person with the effects of what's happening between Israel and Hamas. No, wrong answer. Try again. I'm telling you, Roger Ailes, who had the second floor corner window overlooking the front plaza on Fox News.
That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.